was in the 8th grade, and I probably watched one of the best fights that I've ever watched in Mildred Taylor and Chavez. And obviously, we know right at the end, the final 2 seconds, the fight was called off. Can you walk us through? Because to my untrained eye, my 8th grade eyes, I'm like, man, these two cats are scrapping, blah blah blah. But you obviously made a judgment call that you say, hey, he was done. He couldn't do anything else. Can you kind of walk us through what you saw, maybe what you said or what he didn't say?
Okay, so Mildred Taylor, he was one of the best fighters at the time. He was a hell of a fighter. Has won all the rounds. But the thing was, he was getting hurt all during the fight with shots. It just wasn't that many shots that Chavez was landing. He was landing more shots than Chavez was because he was faster and he moved. He moved the proper way, and he was a hell of a fighter. But what happened? His corner, his trainers, going back to trainers, his trainer made him lose that fight. There was no way in the world that he's supposed to be standing toe to toe to Chavez in the last round. He had the fight won already, but he was taking a lot of punishment during those 11 rounds. So when he got caught, if you roll it back to the end, and when they told him the biggest mistake that they ever did, when they told him that he needed this round, I never forgot that. He told that kid, "You need this round." That was the worst thing he could ever say. That gave they gave Chavez a chance to go toe to toe with him and, and and land a hell of a right hand, and he was already had land a lot of punches during the rounds, during the first 11 rounds. But when he landed that right hand, it just took everything out of him. It was just like a wet towel just dropping. If you remember, he just collapsed in the corner. When I started counting, he was pulling himself up. He got up to stand on his feet, and I asked him 3 times, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" He was looking at Lou Duver in that corner. Lou Duver not only told him the wrong thing, but Lou Duver distracted him that he never answered me. He was shocked. A lot of people don't know, but when he left that arena, he went to the hospital and stayed 4 days.
Wow.
He was never the same. This kid was a hell of a fighter. That one fight ruined him, and he had the fight won. Why would they tell him that he needed that round?
And so yourself as a referee, and I guess I don't give credit to other referees in there, but you guys can actually, you guys are actually firsthand seeing up close and personal the damage that another fighter is taking, even if one of the fighters is hitting the other one more times,
Correct.
the one that's throwing less punches may be sitting back really damaging them, but everybody else can't see that and be the
Correct.
judge of that.
Correct. Because we're the closest one to him. So the effect might be in his walking, it might be in his talking, it might be in his eyes. See, people don't see those things.
So do they really be in there making them whining noises and stuff like Mike Tyson was saying about one of his opponents when he was hitting him? He said he was making these little female noises like, uh.
Man, Mike Tyson say all kind of stuff, you know. But there is you know, noises and moans and groans